Testing, testing. Is this thing working? Epic fam, what's up? So this is a test of one version of the Epic Evidence Review Show. Now, the reason I say one version is because I eventually want to make it to where I have a picture-in-picture setup where you can see the evidence I'm reviewing plus a camera of me in the corner. However, I do not yet possess that technology. Soon, though. Soon. I thought I had the right software for it. Turns out I don't have the right hardware to go with it. So, wait, it's already on. Okay. So we're going to do it this way. The video is going to be up there. And then the list of stuff, that's on the side. That's just for me to read out because you can't really see it on 480p. I'm also going with 480p because for some reason the network has been experiencing issues when we've been trying to stream, which has never really happened before here. So it's never happened to where it cuts in and out constantly. So that's why we're going with the 480p version of this. Thank you, everybody, for being here. You all are awesome. What's up, Paranormal Playground? What's up, Brandon Rush? What's up, Helen Gale? Angie, Julie, Siri, Darkwave Paranormal. What's up, what's up, what's up? Ed Fern, Charmy. I see you, Charmy. I see you in the chat. Y'all are awesome. Lynn Lee. That's a beautiful name, Lynn Lee. New Zealand. Nice. John Patterson, what's up? All right, guys, let's get this show on the road. So I'll be reviewing today the Epic Emergency Broadcast Paranormal Experiment that we did earlier today. How's that looking? Yeah, that's good. That's good. Do this. So we actually, we got a lot more than I thought we did. There's a lot of intelligent communication. We get a lot of SLS maps. Oh, wow. I can turn the brightness all the way down to that. Guys, this key to filming a screen with a camera is to have the brightness down low, apparently, on the screen. It gives you a lot more detail. All right, there we go. We'll stick with that. That's fine with me. All right, let's get this show on the road. Let's go ahead and get started. So we get a ton of epic communication and some really weird stuff, some stuff I haven't heard them say before. Plus we get some really amazing SLS Connect captures. Guys, I'm trying to position the speaker just right so y'all can hear it nice and clear without it being too loud. I've found that this phone, the way it processes audio, it clears up a lot of the spirit box. So doing a review through it after recording with it, it should make it sound pretty good. Eventually we'll go to the video clip itself with my voiceover like I was talking about earlier, but for this episode of Evidence Review, we're doing it this way. And when it comes time to do the visual evidence, I'll zoom in on them so y'all can see them, okay? Alright, thank you all so much for being here. Actually, I'm going to get the chat pulled up so I can monitor the chat as well. Guys, it feels naked without the chat room. Like when you're going live and you don't have the chat. Why didn't it come up? $6,300 right now. Hell yeah. That's amazing. You all are amazing. You all are absolutely amazing. Pop out the chat. All right, we are ready. Rosemary Jane, I'm glad you're here. Brandon Rush from Psycho Ghost Trackers. What's up, Brandon? Brandon. Got the last syllable there. All right, let's get it started. Basically, the whole point you to me. Use the warmth and the fire of the flame as your protection and guidance. So the whole point of the stream earlier today was to see if the nationwide emergency broadcast test would affect the spirit communication, and if something crazy went down, like the thing that happened in California about a week ago, we'd have it on live stream. but the communication is lit. So here, let's start it. Let's just start it. I'm going to turn on this gateway device for you to start speaking to me. I want to see if the emergency alert test interferes with your spirit world and with your ability to communicate with us. If you have any messages, or if there's anyone you would like to reach, you can also say that now. Now the first response coming up here, I think this says Eric. Let me know what you all hear. Right there. I'm pretty sure that was Eric. They say Eric and Epic a hell of a lot during this session. So I just wanted to play that to get you all ready to hear that a lot. One second. This next one's nuts. So I say, guys, I'm adjusting the gate. And at the same exact time that I say gate, a woman says gate through the gateway device. Like, oh, it's here, check it out. Guys, I'm adjusting the gate. I opened it a little more. Guys, I'm adjusting the gate. I opened it a little more. And on the echo, it confirms that she said gate. It's insane. Yes, I can hear you. This one is Epic. Right there. In between the dude. It almost sounded like she said Epic. It almost sounded like she said Epic. Do any of y'all live in Connecticut? Because this next response, she said it turns into come to Connecticut. It starts off with a couple syllables and then Connecticut, and then they mold all of that noise into come to Connecticut. Right there. Can you hear that? It's crazy. So right there, she says epic, and then it gets like epic, want epic, we want epic, because of the echo, you know? But the stuff in between the echoes changes. So let me rewind that back. Guys, the sweet spot, I've noticed the first echo is a lot of times, or the first time they come through the box, a lot of times is what they want to say. But the second echo, for this session in particular, it seems that they're able to craft it more. And then by the third echo, it starts deteriorating. So like first echo is that initial push of energy. The second echo is more, or the first time it comes through is that push of energy. The first echo is a more shaped version of what they're trying to say. And by the second echo, it starts like deteriorating. It's really weird how the way they use the echoes. Like it's super weird, but I love it. What's up, Carol Ann? What's up, Olin? All right, let's keep it going. Guys, it gets crazier from here. The start of it was pretty tame, and it's going to take off here in a second. Well, take off as in there's just more communication. There's a handful of be careful. So one thing you'll hear a lot in this is there's a lot of be carefuls, and they talk about something happening a lot. They keep saying like something's going to happen, but here's one of the be carefuls. It's still playing be careful. is our connection good? I ask, is our connection good? And you hear a faint, yeah. Maybe not. I had it marked, but there's nothing there. Alright, so this next one, it sounds like messy, something, and evil. Right there. And then evil. So I am pretty messy, but I don't know what the evil's about. Do you know anyone watching right now? Alright, this next one is epic and it's pretty loud. It's here in about 5
guys, here in a couple minutes I'll switch the TV over. I'll get a radio going.
Right there.
Epic again. Epic again. Epic again. Yes.
And then another epic.
Yes.
I didn't
Yes. Yes. Epic again. Yes.
It might have been just the echo.
This is Eric from Epic. Who's all here right now?
Alright, the next one. The next one's actually pretty cool because it's in a car wreck, Ed. So I'm thinking, you know, the Ed we've been talking to, maybe Ed was in a car wreck. It's here in like 5 seconds. So maybe Ed was in a car wreck. Maybe there's something about the car wreck isn't solved for Ed, and that's why he's still, like, maybe it was like manslaughter, or maybe it was like murder with a vehicle on purpose or something, and he's trying to, you know, unfinished business. This next one freaks me out. It freaks me out because most of you all already know how the gateway device works. The gateway device is built to where there's no forward words should come out of it at all unless there's some type of spirit message, spirit response, or spirit manipulation. So it's not designed to output any forward normal audio whatsoever. If you use the gateway device and plug a radio into it or plug TV through it, it's just a bunch of reverse sounds like whoosh, niff, 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 you know, like that reverse sound. But with the AM FM ambient amplification system plugged into it, they just talk. It doesn't even sound reversed. Like, it doesn't sound reversed at all. The reverse happens right before the speaker, meaning everything should be reversed audio. Yet they're talking through it, no problem at all. And that's why this next one is so like. But yeah, they say calling Eric.
Say hold him here.
I time-stamped it wrong. No.
You say hold him here. Why do you think they're testing this emergency system? What do you think the real reason is?
It's a good one.
Are they
I
preparing
put the
for a
wrong
major
time
event
on my notes.
that they know is coming? Conspiracy time.
Alright, let's see if it's at 8:18.
Alright, guys. What up, Shawnish? What up, Truth in Life?
Guys, I gotta go back and find that at some point, because as you can tell, it freaked me out.
Did you all know about the test on your side? Yeah.
Alright, the next one coming up right here.
Are you able to...
This one's really weird. She says, they're about to give us some pig. It's a lot. And like with the gateway, you know, usually their messages are like one phrase. This is like this is a story in a sentence. They're about to give us some pig. P-I-G is what I'm hearing. Let me know what you all hear.
Are you able to see what's going on in our world all the time?
What?
All the time.
Maybe the first part's they're announcing and then give us a date. It's nuts though. And it sounds like forward speaking words, which is not supposed to be possible through the gateway, so it's amazing. It's amazing. Alright, this next one is pretty good. This is one of the examples of it's happening. Oh, and I paused it right on it. I need to back up a couple. Okay.
It's happening.
Right there, it's happening. It's happening.
It's happening. The second time they said something like that. What's happening?
So this next part, so they don't ever tell us exactly what's happening. Maybe they're talking about the test. Maybe they're talking about the session, you know? This next part, they talk about the light. And it says, the light is needed, and then he is up. So it's like, the light is needed, and then he is up. Not entirely sure what they're referring to, but because it's forward words, I put it in here. Because there's not, it's some type of spirit message.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen. Nothing. Alright, let's see. We're at 2:19. It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
Right there.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
That's that he is up. So I wonder what they're talking about when they say the light is needed.
Let's see.
And then he is up.
2:19.
One more time.
It's about to happen. It's about to happen.
all know that the light is something real to them. The light is something that we're able to provide and that they're able to use. And even though the light can be interpreted in many different ways, it's a very real thing that they're affected by and that they talk about. All right, the next one is test starts, which is very relevant.
What happened, guys? Where's the test at? What happened, guys? Where's the test at? There it is. You hear the test at?
It was just a note telling me that the test started at this point. So you can, I don't know if you can see it up there, but that's where they put the announcement of the test, and you can hear the alarms and everything going off. And even though they're doing the test, we still get stuff coming through. So it makes me think that maybe the test wasn't over, because it's not over every TV station. It probably wasn't over every radio station or every radio frequency either. So it left frequencies open for the spirits to use. Guys, you know how I always tell the spirits, like, look, if you've got a message for somebody, just go ahead and leave it here. I tell them that we put it out for everyone to see. A lot of times there's people watching. They've been leaving names, like straight names. This one's just the first name. The next one is Ethan. But in one of our recent videos over the past week, we got the name Karen Nelson, very plainly. So they're starting to branch out and reach out from their side, which is really cool. But this next one is Ethan. So, I mean, if there was anyone trying to reach an Ethan, or maybe if it is Ethan reaching out, or maybe, I don't know, maybe they're trying to reach someone named Ethan. Right there. Ethan. And then here's one of the parts where they say something's up. Guys, so to the spirit world, something was happening, something's up, like something is up. And here's an example of them talking about that. Right there. Wait, no, that's not yet, that's not it. Yeah, it was it. Something's up, yeah. Something's up.
It sounded like he said something's up.
Guys, this next one. So this next one, this is going to be like, this would be in the preview for watching this. Like if there's ever like an advertisement for this session, this next one's going to be in it. They say something, spirits ripping a hole. So spirits ripping a hole. Here it is. One thing to note, I don't know if you can see it back here, but the TV starts distorting. Now, earlier you all saw me flip through all the channels and all of them were fine. But when they start talking about spirits ripping a hole, and a little bit before this TV was distorting, meaning the signal wasn't getting through all the way, which could potentially mean interference from the spirit world. Or just spiritual energy interference, or just something blocking the signal, or it could have been wind. It could have been wind outside. But it's interesting the coincidence of it happening right when we get a message like that. That just said God among you, epic. God among you, epic. I think that message is directed towards the whole epic family. So I think that was for us. God among all of us, epic. I thought was pretty awesome. So a lot of you all heard this one in real time. I asked, was the test successful? And a few seconds later, a woman comes back and says, it was not. So I don't know what they know, but they seem to think that the test was unsuccessful for some reason. Throwing some hearts in the chat. There we go. All right, let's give it a play. So, was the test successful? You'll hear a couple things that aren't it, and then you'll hear it was not.
Was the test successful? Do you know?
Right there. It's like it was not, and then something else.
She just said it was not. She just said it was not.
Crazy.
What were they trying to test?
Heaven? Alright, so for the next one. Alright, I'm going to skip a couple. Actually, let's hear this one. I asked, did they find something out? Because throughout this whole thing, they were talking about they were testing something too. So I asked if they found something out, and they go, yep, something helped.
Anything out? Did you find anything out about the broadcast system? Whoa. Someone on your side asking for help right now?
All right, now this one, I had asked, what can I do to help their research, I believe. Or no, that's the next one. Listen to that. It's what you got.
Look, is something getting to you today?
It just skipped way far ahead. So they say, it's what you've got, and then right after that I ask, is there something I can do to help you with your research? And that's when they say, you have trial visit. So, like, I have helped them with their research is what I'm thinking, and then a woman says trial visit, as in, like, a test. Maybe that's what, like, Maxine was doing a trial visit when she was here. That's it, it's what you got.
Look, how can I help your research?
All right, so the next one is also one of the ones that I would put as like a bumper, an ad like for this, because this next one's nuts. There's two spirits talking, and they're going back and forth, but I don't think they're talking to each other. So you hear a loud help, and then you hear like a kid's voice, like a little girl say, "Get him off me." And then a man's voice says, "The gig is up." And then she comes back and says, "Are you the reason?" or "I knew the reason." I'm not sure. I want you all to listen and help me figure it out. What is your all's goal? What are you looking to accomplish? So we're going to replay this one a few times because it's hard to hear her voice. All right, so it starts here with the help. And then she just said, "Get him off me." Okay, so I'm going to play it slowed down. So you got to really listen for it. It's like help, and then "Get him off me," and then "The gig is up," and then she says, "Are you the reason?" or "I knew the reason." I think it's "Are you the reason?" So yeah, you can really hear her there. Let's go back to the room. Get him off me, definitely. Yeah. Here in about 1 or 2 seconds, they go test. So did you all hear that, though? Could you hear both the voices? Okay. So yeah, test. They say something's up and then dark mountain. So I ask, what's the deal with the emergency broadcast test? They say something's up, dark mountain. Something's up a weird dark mountain is what I'm behind the speaker, so I'm hearing it way differently, but it sounds like something's up a weird dark mountain. So that's nuts. And then here's another example of them saying something's up or something's happening. Like on this next one here. There. On this next one, they say, need help, attack them, look up, something's happening. Something's happening. something's happening. Yeah, something's happening. Again with the happening. What is happening today? Why do you keep saying that something's happening and it's happening now? What is it? What did she say right after that voice? That was nuts. That was crazy. All right, this next one, they say Eric, and then a bunch of crazy noises come through. And they say Eric, and then a couple seconds later, go out front, and then crazy noises. Eric, go out front, boy. Maybe, I don't know. All right, this next one's a lot cooler because it's made out of like just pure static. It sounds like hateful static. It's really weird. But the message is also weird as well because the message is help with Nick Groff. So I'm sure you all know who Nick Groff is. Nick Groff was on Ghost Adventures. He's on Paranormal Lockdown, Ghost of Shepherdstown. He's in a handful of shows. He does a lot of events, a lot of paranormal events. I'm pretty sure the spirit is saying, help with Nick Groff.
Look. Ambient, FM ambient amplification, FM, but the AM, FM ambient amplification.
Out of those noises, I'm hearing help with Nick Groff. Hear that? What sells me on it is you can hear the F sound at the end of Groff. Nick, the name Nick could be made out of noises, like Nick, but help with Nick Groff, it sounds like help with Nick Groff to me. Are you all hearing that at all? So I thought that was strange. Back when there was a demonic attachment following me around, or something claiming to be a demon who was making my life not ideal, and his name, he went by Nick, which was really weird. I guess demons assume nicknames when they are around you, but I'm just mentioning that because it used to say, oh my God, when he first started coming through, he would talk a little bit and let the other spirits talk. But within like 1 week, every single thing that came through the gateway, the box, everything was help Nick. Help Nick, help Nick, help Nick over and over again. Like, it was insane. So whenever I hear the help with Nicks or help Nick, I'm not a fan. Not a fan of that. Not a fan of them saying help Nick. Alright, this next one. Oh yeah, so Nick Ryan in Texas, he joined on the stream for a minute, and he said that on their emergency broadcast, it said something about people needing to cooperate with the police, and it was just interesting because our broadcast didn't say anything about cooperating with the police, so I just wanted to mention that. Alright, here's where the SLS maps come in, so I'm going to do some zooming action. We're going to zoom on the TV back there. of the day. It's someone coming in through the window. That's over the window. See the red line at the top? That means we're detecting more at the top there. We got the whole thing down. Did you just come in through the window? What is happening here? It's right next to the equipment. Whoa, it went up. What? So at the end of that, he reached his arm way up here in the corner, which this is blocking, and after he did that, he disappeared. But watch what happens next. Its arm raised up into this corner, and then that was weird. In the chair! It's right next to the equipment. Did you just sit down? That's right by you guys.
Can you all see it?
Yes. Well, welcome. That seat's for you. Are you using the equipment?
The green is the map. You can kind of see the figure all weird.
He put his hand on the phone where you guys are. Are you reading the chat room? Are you reading what people are saying? He just waved. Hey. What's up? Like the hair on my head is standing up. Like on my neck and the back of my head.
Ed.
Oh my god. Look, do you have to be close to the antennas of the device or the speaker in order to get your words out? Whoa,
Look,
another
a second figure.
Look at that! There's two! One in each chair? One's kind of on the floor? Whoa! Guys, you're hearing the ambient amplification picking me up. Look, I guess there's two of you, one in each chair right now, is that right? Can you tell me, is that right? Yeah?
Helen Gale, it's rare for us to have nationwide FEMA tests. I think that was the first ever nationwide emergency broadcast test. Actually, I take that back. Someone else was saying that they do the tests monthly, but not coordinated nationwide. It just changed to one figure. It just went from 2 to 1.
What just happened? Are you all fighting? Hey, pay attention. Are you all fighting each other right now?
So guys, all the green you're seeing is the Kinect detecting the energy. The figure, it's hard to make out because of the quality of filming from back here, but it does have a skeleton figure on the chair pouring into the floor, but the green is the amount of energy it's detecting. It was 2 figures, and it might still be 2 figures, but they're so close together that the sensor's only registering 1. The reason I'm leaving this up here is because it's wild.
Look, can you give me an idea of what you're doing over there? Because the way I see you, I don't think it's accurate. I've got a detection of your energy and an approximation of where you're at, but that's about it. I need you to talk to me. Give me an idea of what you're doing, what's going on, what you need. their
said turn
energy's
it on.
glowing. That green,
It said turn it on.
that's the presence it's detecting. Look, he's moving over. He's moving over. Look, are you a guy or a girl?
You just said epic into that.
Look, the energy's flooding the whole room. Energy's flooding the whole room right now.
And then it just disappears. I think what happened is the energy went.
Until that window, and then this, like, it's getting lit here right now.
I think what happened is the energy flooded the room. So once it was all in the room, the camera just registered it as normal.
Are you having trouble using the equipment? Oh, another map. At the window.
Look at that,
again.
guys.
Someone coming through the window.
You can actually kind of see the figure on this one.
Who's this?
See him moving around.
Look, give me a name or at least a nickname so we know who we're talking with.
Guys, the whole time during the stream, we didn't get anything until the very end with this SLS camera. And that's a map in open space too, by the way.
What are you trying to do? Alright guys, I'm going to make an adjustment on the box. Look, I'm not coming over here to harm you or anything. I'm solely just opening the gate a little more for you. Alright, I opened the FM one a little more and closed the AM a little bit. Are you all testing something as well? So you are testing something. What are you testing?
Epic. Oh yeah,
Guys, I'm back.
that's when the signal cut out.
Close now.
Eric, close it out.
Close now.
Close it out. Are you done with this?
Close now. Close now.
Eric, close it out.
Close now. Close now. Close now.
Are you done with the session?
He said I'm done something.
Alright, we'll close it out. Anything you need to say before we close it?
The next one is gonna go eat them. Here in a couple seconds.
I'm interested to hear more about your technological advancements. Thank you for coming through and talking to us.
Right there, gonna go eat them. What? Guys, that's not the first time they've talked about eating them. Like eating beings. Like when I did my mom's house. Oh, did you see the figures? There's figures mapping around me. Hold on. Like, while I'm moving it, there's figures that map. I need to be over here for this. Alright, I need to go back to the gonna go eat them.
Thank you for coming through and talking to us.
Right there.
Look, he maps in. It's rare to get something to map in on a TV. But look, you can see the blue. Maybe you can see the figure in it. But it maps for a second. Look, we'll go frame by frame. And then I pulled the camera too far up and he disappears. But that's crazy. And then it happens again at a different spot. And when it maps that figure, right after it maps that figure, it goes, gonna go eat them. Right there. Look, it maps a figure again in open space across multiple depths because of the window. Back there, here, let me full screen. I should have full screened the other one. I did, okay. Look, you can see him moving back there. See all this? This is the detection of its energy. And then I don't know if you can see the figure. It's kind of hard to see. And then he dives down here, or he's walking towards me. Oh, it's the chair. He sits in the chair. So the figure's over here. This is me. That's my arm and me. The figure's over here. Sitting in the chair, I presume. And then it disappears. So here we'll play it slowed down. And then he like comes in and sits on the chair, or he walks towards me, one or the other. All right, it's 2:51. All right, guys, so I'm gonna close it there. I do want to say I think this went well. So guys, while I'm closing it out, the spirit box says, I hear him, or I hear you, and I'll play that for you, and that'll wrap up this review session. 6 p.m. So here in about 3 hours. But guys, thank you so much for being a part of it. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the Epic Mod Squad for holding down to the Epic Mod Squad for holding down the chat. Epic Mod Squad for holding down the chat. We've got the best chat in paranormal. We've got the best chat in paranormal. We've got the best chat in paranormal. We've got the best. We've got the best. I don't know, from behind here I can't really tell. But guys, we got a lot. Whoa. We got a lot of really cool stuff by doing that session, so I thought that was really cool. So for the schedule for this week, I got some exciting announcements. Saturday, of course, I am leading a team at the world's largest ghost hunt at one of the most haunted places I've ever been to, so I am honored to be able to do this and to be able to lead a team. I'll have a live stream link for you soon. It'll be different than the YouTube link. So I'll be working on getting that link. It's a big coordination effort because it's a global-wide event where tons and tons and tons of teams are going to different haunted locations across the globe, and we're conducting an experiment from 10 p.m. Eastern until midnight Eastern Standard Time. And basically we're trying to create and connect to the bridge from our world to the spirit world. And it's using like psychics and mediums all across the globe, and then people like me called technicians for this experiment who have stuff like this to connect with the spirit world, tons of EVP experiments. So also Saturday, the Spirit Box call-in show, the Epic Paranormal Talk Show, it's going to go on 30 minutes earlier than usual because I have to prepare for the ghost hunt at the property. So that means the Epic Paranormal Talk Show this weekend, where you can video call in, it's going to be at a haunted location. How cool is that? And it's going to be at 5:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so just 30 minutes earlier. So 5:30 p.m. Eastern, that would mean it would be 2:30 p.m. California time, West Coast time, and 10:30 p.m. UK time. So that's this Saturday. Saturday's going to be huge. I'm going to have a ton of stuff going for Saturday. It's going to be awesome. And then tomorrow, I'm doing a full Spirit Box Gateway session, Spirit Communication, Spirit Gateway session here at the house, starting at 6 p.m. Eastern. So guys, I'll be live every night at 6 p.m. Eastern, and then some nights before and after. And then if you're in the Epic 10 Club, you know there's always updates throughout the day. But yeah, guys, tomorrow, full Spirit Gateway session. Mondays was insane. Big shout out to the Epic 10 Club for being there during the saging and cleansing afterwards. Guys, it got real at the end of it. Like, oh, like something was up. Something was up. It was weird. But Monday's session was amazing. Tomorrow, Spirit Gateway here at the house. And then Friday, live every night at 6 p.m. Eastern. But I love you guys. Thank you all so much for being here. I'm going to type in the chat real quick. Aaliyah's got a good point here. Huge shout out to the Epic Mod Squad. Epic Mod Squad is part of the reason we have the chillest chat in Paranormal. We have the best chat community by far, in my opinion. I love you guys so much, and it's all because of you. It's because of you guys being so chill, so awesome, so dedicated, so passionate, so driven, and willing to connect with each other on a much deeper level than on most other streams and chats and things like that. Like, you guys are incredible. You guys are epic. You make this awesome. You make this what it is. I can't thank you enough. Thank you all so much. October 1st is the public start of the Epic Patreon. The test pilot has been going incredibly well. Again, huge thanks to the Epic 10 Club. But as of October 1st, you'll be able to get inside access into unreleased paranormal research and live video feeds of sessions that are just mind-blowing. But guys, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of it. I love you all so much. Stay tuned, stay awesome, stay epic. Now I'm going to grab the camera. Can you hear my dogs barking out there? Lucy, Lola! Hey! I got to go get them. Love you guys. Y'all rock. Let's see if I can hit the stop button from behind here. Oh, then I have to hit OK. Did it work? Hello? Hi? No, it didn't work at all. Bye, guys.